rising up, my heart is pounding, ready or not, the clock is counting. This is my moment. This is my moment. This is my moment. Whoa, I was born for greatness. Oh, a legend in the making, deep in my bones. Oh yeah, I know I am the champion. Whoa, come on, try and take it. Whoa, it all comes down to this and deep in my bones. Oh yeah, I know I am the champion. You know I'm out for blood. I'll champion. Whoa, I was born for greatness. Whoa, legend in the making, deep in my bones. Oh yeah, I know I am the champion. Whoa, got one try to take it. Whoa, it all comes down to this and deep in my bones. Oh yeah, I know I am the champion.
Welcome, everybody. Here we are, ready for another week of full action in the DSCC Championship. Of course, presented by DSRT. And we find ourselves on round 3 here at Charlotte Roval. And with me, I have the pleasure to have none other than Mr. Maurice Buttonhop. How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm fine. Thank you very much for having me here in this special event that we are having. I really loved the last 2 races and the warm-up race, so I'm excited to see what comes next.
Well, we are 2 on that, my friend. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment, we are in practice, just 3 minutes and a half away from the start of qualifying. And as we get there, I'd like to show you how the standings are looking. So let's go and do that right now. Here we go with the DSCR Championship standings. It is Antoine Blankers leading from 1 point from Lawrence David, and then Kieran Sharp 12 points away. Then we have Marnix David, John Higgins, Kim Ponter, Bjorn van der Obelen, Tom Carroll, Bradley Burkett, and Jeremy Pronk for the top 10. And then Andrew Pike, Anthony David, Clement B. Blocker, Andy Jager, Enrico Paris, and Bort Smith. And Maurice, who do we have for the Mazda MX-5?
Of course, it's Gregory van der Hoeven on 46 points, closely followed same as the TCR class, or almost. Thijs van der Hoorn on 45 points. Rudy van Swinderen, 24 points. Fourth is Guillermo Barrera, 23 points, also close. Yuri Stikvoorten on 20 points, concludes the top 5. Then we have Robert McGregor, Trond Jermeland, Thomas Lilkens, Danila Zaitjev, Sebastian Kamsig, Patrick van Antwerpen, Cas Corby, Zwonimir Burek, Morten Pilleman Jensen, and last but not least, Jay Fran.
Well, there you have the full standings. And don't you worry, my boy, Antoine. Choo-choo! Powered by Netherlands Sportwagen. Oh, that was good Dutch, eh? Damn. Did you like that? That was really good.
Can I update my team name?
It got updated.
It got updated?
Yeah, so not on the standings. For next week, it will be updated on the standings. But if I'm not mistaken, you didn't have this team before the choo-choo. So don't worry, we got you covered, my friend. Let's go with the man I love, Maurice. Who is it? Let's wrestle, kid. Let's wrestle.
It's a wrestle.
Let's wrestle, kid.
Last week, Robert McGregor did a fantastic job in the qualification. The race, he had some incidents left and right. He was battling and trying to nug out. No, just kidding. But yeah, he did an amazing race, and I'm looking forward to what he can show us today, because he's fast. He's really fast, and I think he can mix up with Gregory van der Hoeven and Thijs van der Hoorn just in the front there. So it will be exciting to see.
Most definitely, and of course, we find ourselves in Charlotte, United States of America. As you can see, 23 degrees on the track. And of course, we find ourselves in the Roval layout of the track. We'll talk about it a little more as we progress to qualifying. And, you know, Maurice, whoa, Jesus Christ. Well, that's a way to end your practice session. 25 to go, seconds it is. And, you know, we have had already a couple of amazing races, and I think we have a surprise for everybody watching right now, don't we?
Oh, do we?
Do we? I think we do, because we got something prepared, don't we?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't prepare anything, mate.
you did prepare something very, very good that is going to come on YouTube very soon.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what you're talking about. Yeah, of course. What we did is create some highlights from the race, some moves, some crashes, and everything. Juan is doing the voiceover, so commentating then and telling what's happening, and it will be soon on YouTube. The first 2 episodes are ready, but yeah, I think the first episode will be on this week, and later this week or beginning of next week, the second one, and I will be busy on the third. Also, hi in chat, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully you stick with us here as we, I think, have an amazing race coming up.
we do indeed. Of course, I know you all missed it. Our lovely qualifying little widget to keep up with everybody on the track. And indeed, we have some highlights prepared for all of you. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. There's Gregory Van der Hoorn doing a little bit of drifting. I guess he wants to hit up the tires quickly. Welcome, Zvonimir Burek. And you know what we have to say to Zvonimir? Mr. Maurice Van der Hoorn. Cerveza and Sabegas! Sabegas. Zvonimir. Welcome to the stream. And as you can see, we find ourselves right now with Gregory Van der Hoorn. Oh, he taps the wall. It's not going to hurt the car a little too much, but we'll see how he does. The men behind him, as you can see, is Morten Pillman Jensen. And the first minutes, of course, the 10 first minutes belong to the Mazda MX-5. Therefore, we'll move with the TCR. And you know what? We're going to go on board with Gregory Van der Hoorn. And let's do a full rundown of Charlotte Roval. Of course, we find ourselves into turn 1. You can see the curbs in this American track are massive and very dangerous if you hit them. And you can see already Van der Hoorn going a little too quick and hitting the wall, so we're going to have to switch. And you know what? Let's go. Let's wrestle, kid. Let's go with Robert McGregor, who finds himself now into the second sector, taking a slow lap, it seems. So we're going to stick with him anyways. Now we go here into the oval area. Of course, the surface, we are using the latest version of the track. And after this oval part, we'll have a real weird set of corners. We can call it a double chicane. And again, the curbs are the biggest enemy. You can see how big these curbs are, especially the blue ones. And now heading to the last sector, another oval part. And one more corner to go, one more chicane. We have the NASCAR curbs. Oh, again, it's all about the curbs here at Charlotte. And the moment you misjudge them, you are going to go flying. You can see, look at how much the car is bouncing, my God. McGregor now staying there. Let's go quickly with Thijs van der Hoorn, who's putting purple after purple after purple, and it looks like Mr. Van der Hoorn might be the man to set the pole position provisionally. Will that be the case or not? Maurice, let us know in just a few seconds.
Yeah, we will let you know as somebody had the best sector there instead of Thijs van der Hoorn, but we have Mr. Van Antwerp, Morten Pillman Jensen over the start-finish line. But there it is, the time, 1:32.7 for Mr. Thijs van der Hoorn. Thomas Lerkens there in the last sector really fast. Let's see if somebody can beat the time of Thijs van der Hoorn.
Let me tell you, it's not going to be an easy task. Look at this, the Alofon. Nice to see him. This is the first time we see this gentleman here to rock and roll. The American in his home soil. And you can see his driving style. I love it. Drifting all over the place. Trying to carry as much speed as possible. We'll take a look at him as the moments go by. For now, he's putting green after green after green, so he might be able to get himself at the top of that board. We have just 2 corners away from the finish line. Let's see what Mr. Diallo Bond can do. Very conservative on this chicane. Welcome, Tom, to the broadcast. 135.9. So we are now going to proceed with Robert McGregor. My God, what a lap. 32.6 and 32 thousandths of a second it is. What separates himself from Thijs van der Hoorn. Unfortunately, we see here's Roman Burek. A good save, but that is going to be an invalidated lap. Let's go quickly with Thijs van der Hoorn, who's putting purple. After purple once more. Will he be able to beat McGregor's time? The finish line is there. Van der Hoorn takes it away with 4.5. Maurice is again looking very tight from the top two dogs. But we are missing a lap from Gregory van der Hoeven. Let's see how he performs.
Yeah, indeed. I was waiting for that. Gregory van der Hoeven normally really fast on whatever track you put him on. And he should be able to mix himself there in the leaderboard. But yeah, you saw that little mistake he made there, touching the wall, spinning the car around. Yeah, came out again, and he's trying and he's trying. He'll take forward, puts himself there on P4 as Gregory van der Hoeven has that green times. But what will be the time for him? Yeah, we have to wait a few more corners and then we will see if he's up there on the leaderboard as well, as he jumps a lot over that curbs to set the best possible lap time. And it is a P2, 0.4 of a second still off, but yeah, the tires are now heated as McGregor is improving himself.
Let's go with the main indeed. He crosses the line. McGregor, as you can see, he's going to take provisional pole with an absolute banger of a lap, a 31.6. Will somebody be able to challenge him? Because for now, we don't see any purples. Let's go now with Jordi Stipper. Let's take a look at him. At the moment, holds himself with 2 green first sectors. Apologies, a 10-hour shift and this being my worst track. Means I'm not driving. I'm back next week though. Tom, I hope you are resting, my friend. And of course, everybody has a drop week. So, you know, if you're tired, you got to rest. Health is first. And I'm very glad to see you here on the broadcast with all of us. Let's see what Stick 4 can do because he only has 2 more corners to go. McGregor still holding the lead. Sebastian Kamstek also putting some greens all over the place. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That is not a good entry from Jordi Stick 4. He's going to cross the line. Where is that going to leave him? He's going to leave him a P7 still. Let's go with Kamstek, who's also putting greens. What can we expect of Sebastian Kamstek, Maurice?
I don't know, but does he has a DSRT livery? Because normally I see him in that Lego livery, so it's good to see him in the DSRT one. But yeah, he's not completed a lap yet, and I saw on the background a few crashes against the walls and everything. But yeah, I hope that he can set a lap time.
Well, for now, he hasn't been able to do so. Here we go now with Thomas Lurkies. We see 2 orange sectors. Let's see how this third one is going to go. Also orange. But we have to talk about this man. The first 2 rounds were very fast for him. He's going to abort the lap once more. Very unfortunate to see. Nobody improving so far. We're seeing oranges all over the board.
Oh, there's somebody improving.
Oh, indeed. And you know who that is.
Mr. Gregory van der Hoeven.
I love it. Well, Mr. Maurice van der Hoeven take it away with Van der Hoeven. Will he be able to take pole position?
Yeah, it's a tricky track, as you said, with those curves and everything. He's now setting a green, between time, a sector time. The last sector here, then this is all what matters. 2 purple could mean that he's faster, like 1/1000th of a second. A green one could also be that. Who knows? But will it be enough as he comes through that last corner here? Over that. Oh, look at that drift. Now staying out of that wall. And then will it be enough? Is it enough?
No, it is not. It's going to
It isn't.
P2. Well, Maurice, we need to keep in mind only 40 more seconds for the Mazdas. Here we have Rudy van Swindler. He might be able to pop 1 more lap in. For now, 3 greens compared to his best lap time, the 35.9. Let's see if he can get a better lap time this time around. Here we go. The finish line is there. A little tap on the wall. Van Swindler, as you can see, going to stay on P8. Nobody is improving. So, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Robert McGregor is going to get his hands on a pole position for the second time in the championship. It doesn't look like nobody's going to challenge him. Let's go with Sebastian Kamschek. But of course, now the TCRs are on their way to give us an incredible second half of qualifying. Maurice, this looks sentenced.
Yeah, if you look at the lap of McGregor here, oh, Jesus Christ, 0.4 of a second in front of Mr. Van der Hoeven, as Sebastian thought this is the quickest way to go. Thijs van der Hoorn, 0.6 of a second, and the rest is to be honest, McGregor, to be honest, is on another level. 0.4 on Gregory Van der Hoeven, and Gregory Van der Hoeven is fast. I just remembered the battle they had last week, Van der Hoorn and Van der Hoeven. The complete race, they were battling with each other. And seeing McGregor now in the top of that field, this could be interesting. And as you said, the TCRs are out. So yeah, let's have a look at the top guys of this league.
And we are going to stick this time around with none other than Antoine Blankers. We're going to go on board with him. Jesus Christ, what was that? Big hit on the wall. You can see that Blankers is not taking it too quickly on this outlap. And it's going to be time to rock and roll. 9 minutes for this gentleman to set a lap. Here we go. About to embark in a full lap with Antoine Blankers. One of the closest men. Oh my God, Guru. We are 500 followers on Twitch. We just got a phone from Mies van der Hoorn. Thank you very much. And here we go. Let's do a little bit of a track, and then we're going to celebrate for now. Mr. Blank is now going through the double right-hander. 90-degree ones. You can go very wide on this exit. Be careful with the paint. It could be very slidey at times. Confetti from Mr. Carroll. And there you see, keeping it very tight. Oh, we're not getting confetti. What's happening here? There we go now into the oval part. See if I can get the confetti going. No, I can't. It's not working. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. You can imagine it. Thank you very much. Here we go now. Mr. Blankers just one more sector away from the end of the lap. Oh my God, look at the car bouncing left and right, and look at how tight he gets to that left wall. And of course, we only have the last chicane to go through. We will see where he is going to end up. For now, it's Andrew Pike taking provisional pole with a 25.225. Nobody being able to beat that time so far. Here we go with Blankers putting a third purple sector. Here we go. Thank you very much for that follow. Wizard Cashew 909. And there you have Blankers getting provisional pole with a 25.204. Very nice lap indeed. Maurice, we are 500. Maurice? We have lost Maurice, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with us for a second. We have lost Maurice for a second. Maurice, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. We can hear you perfectly now.
Okay, that was Discord.
That was Discord indeed.
Well, my live streaming went offline as well. Give me 1 sec to set it all up again. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, here we have Mr. Virenhoff setting stuff up. We're going to go with Kieran Sharp with Sharpie. Welcome, Mies van der Hoorn, and thank you very much for that follow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if Shark can take provisional pole now. He's just super close to that time. 3 people on the same tab. Sharpie takes it with a 24.861. And we are looking forward to see if somebody else is going to be able to challenge this. For now, Blankers has set a second purple on its way. And now, the last sector, will it be enough to claim it back? Blankers, as you can see, not able to get to Mr. Sharp's time. So now we're going to proceed to go with the graph. As you can see, about to go into the last chicane, keeping it really tidy through it. And the graph is not going to be able to put himself on the board. Let's go quickly with Lawrence de Witt. This will be his first flying lap. For now, 2 greens, the third one on the purple. Sharpie with the second purple sector. Everybody improving, but we'll see who's going to take the cake. Only 4 minutes and a half remaining. Here we go. With Lawrence de Witt, who goes very hard into the chicane. The finish line is there for him. De Witt, as you can see, drifting very hard, and we are not going to get a time yet, so we are going to have to go with Sharpie, who, my Lord Almighty, puts a banger of a lap. 24-3. Andrew Pike taking P2 with a 24-6. Same goes for Higgins, but stays on third just by 60 thousandths of a second. We will also keep a close look at all the graph. As you said, he's looking very strong, but he needs to finish the job. He needs to make a clean lap for it to count. Only 4 minutes remaining, and I hope every single one of you are enjoying the broadcast. Here we go with Autograph, very aggressive on both parts of the chicane. He crosses the line. He puts himself on P5. Let's move now with Andrew Pike, who's also putting some purples on the board. And we will see if he can get ever close to that pole position. For now, Blanca's just 1/10 of a second. Sharp again with a purple sector this time around. It will be the third one. And as you can see, these two are not separated by a lot. There you see Kieran Sharp looking very strong tonight. Now, just the last chicane in front of us, using the AstroTurf to get the better traction. The exit is very good, a little too bumpy there on the chicane. Kieran Sharp, 23.9. Every single lap, still improving. Pike not being able to get close to that P2, just 1/10 away from it. Blancas putting 2 purples, and my God, Maurice Blancas might have this on the pocket. He crosses the finish line, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is not going to be enough. A 24-1. Sharpie stays on the lead.
Yeah, but what a qualification from Mr. Sharp there. Normally he's behind that choo-choo train, putting pressure on them and gaining positions in the race. But this time he thought, no. I'm going to do it right here in qualification and set the best lap time. Still, there is a little bit over 2 minutes to go, and a few guys didn't set a lap time yet. So I'm waiting for those as well, as Otto Graaf just put themselves to P5.
So there you see, right now we are with Sharpie once more, still putting purples. This man is on another level right now. We're gonna move quickly with Brigette, who's gonna cross the line. Finally gonna set a lap time. We only have Bjorn van der Ovelen to set it now. Let's see if he's gonna be able to do so. For now, Kieran Sharp leading the TCR from Blanker, Spike, Higgins, Graff, David Jagger, Bitberget, and Paris. But look at Lawrence de Witt taking P4 now. And let's see what Van der Ovelen can do. It's about to cross the line. Unfortunately, not going to be the best lap he could have done, but it's going to be enough for a P7, so he should be pretty satisfied. Marnix de Witt taking P7. And who else is improving? We're seeing Bradley Burgett put in some greens as well. Maurice, this qualifying session is about to be done. One more lap the drivers will have, and then we'll go for that 40-minute race. I cannot wait.
Yes, Blancos just went into the pit lane, so I think for him is qualification over. Andrew Pike, what a drive he had, P3. Lawrence de Witt in P4 and Marnix in P7. Normally they are the guys that are in the top of the field. So, yeah, Autograph even above him in P6 at this point. Mr. John Higgins is in P5, so he's doing yeah, quite the job that he did last week. So great to see. Bjorn van der Overland also, he didn't put in many laps, but yeah, now he puts himself there in that P8 lap. And we see Kieran Sharp again with a purple, a green, and a green. And I think he's even going to improve this lap. So what will this lap be for him as he comes over start finish? The timing board will update or not? It's over. No, it was an off track then. I think 123.9. That's it. And I don't see anybody improving. So I think that's pole position for Mr. Kieran Shaw.
Well, let's wait because Lawrence David, as you can see, is still on a lap. Fortunately, the second sector was an orange one. Let's see if he can make it better now through the third and the fourth. Autograph also trying to improve, but it's not working too well. Enrico Paris also on track. Andrew Pike with 2 oranges. And here we go now with Mr. Lawrence David about to end this third sector. Will he end it on a good note? That is the real question. As you can see, it's going to be another green. He still has a chance. If it goes full ham on this double chicane, he might have a shot. That looks like an amazing line. Look at how tight it is between the car and the wall. And we only have the last chicane remaining. Careful with those NASCAR curbs of death. And let me tell you personally, I gotta say that I know this track very well. I've had the pleasure to compete and win the 4 Hours of Charlotte. For charity, the vid is gonna cross the line. He's going to end up on P3. It's a very good result. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of our qualifying session. So Maurice, we are ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, absolutely. And it will be amazing. Believe me. In a few laps, and the TCRs will overtake the MX-5. And yeah, we have some tight corners with all those curbs. It could be, yeah, the curbs of death. But let's hope everybody will survive here. And we will have a great race.
Well, let's hope so indeed. We're awaiting the session to move forward. And I see 15 people on the stream. Thank you very much to every single one of you for supporting us. It means the world to us, and it's awesome to see all of you enjoying this championship. We have worked a lot on it, and we are very proud to have championships back at DSRT. We're about to move into the race. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what it's time for. It's time to take a look at the qualifying results at the grid. It's gonna be for the TCR, Kieran Sharp leading from Antoine Blankers, Lawrence David, Andrew Pike, John Higgins, Bjorn van der Overland, Autograph, Martin David, Anthony David, Andy Jega, Bradley Burgett, and Enrico Paris. And then for the Mazdas, Maurice, what will it be?
We have Robert McGregor in the top position there. Then Gregory van der Hoeven, Thijs van Hoorn, Thomas Lerkens, Diallo van Patrick van Antwerpen, Zwonimir Burek, Jury Stikvoort, Rudy van Zwinderen, Pilleman Jensen, Kamsteeg, and Jurmeland.
Well, I like your speed, baby boy. And we're about to start this one off. The green lights will come very, very soon. Be careful with this turn one, because it can become absolute pandemonium if we have a big crash on it. We will see what happens. But Maurice, what do you expect?
Hopefully everybody is bright enough to not win it in the first corner, as we always say. It is a sprint race, but yeah, still, I think the drivers are more enough mature than whatever. So yeah, it will be great. It will be okay. I'm praying.
Well, let's pray indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to move forward for the green lights to come. There you see Stuart already with the green flag on his hands, and it is time to start this 40-minute race. The red lights are out, and the greens about to come. Here we go. The race starts, and for now, it is Kieran Sharp getting a very good start. He's going to be able to defend on turn one. Everybody making it alive. Very good to see. And now the big moment. Everybody making it through the first couple of corners, and that is an absolute miracle that you see Antoine Black is carrying on all speed. He's going to go on the inside and make the move through. Sharpie with a very bad turn 3. And Lawrence David is going to come into a move indeed as well. You see 2 wides all over the board. The Mazda staying the same. Look at that big pack. And Kieran Sharp reclaims the P2. Great racing from everybody at the CCR. Look at how close they are. The cones flying away side by side without the Graf and Marnix David. It looks like David has the upper hand indeed. My lord, we're going to have a 3 wide. Careful, the car's very twitchy on the elbow side of things. For now, we're going to take a quick look at the Mazdas. As you can see, Robert McGregor still leading from Van der Hoven, who made the move on Mr. Gregory Van der Hoven, who has lost many positions. We're going to get a replay of that if possible. Let's go on it. There you see Mr. Van der Hoven. And this is the reason why he has lost more than 1 position. The big hit on the wall, the spin. And unfortunately, things not ending in a good part. There you see McGregor defending still from Thijs van der Hoorn. We're going to complete the first lap with the Mazdas. Here we go. Look at the 3 of them flying. Blankers took the lead on turn 1. And for now, a very clean race. Mr. Maurice, your prayers have been listened to.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you saw that start from Mr. Blankers there and taking that position away from Kieran Sharp, yeah, it was so close to each other. Also Ritter peeking his nose in the inside and trying to make that move. But yeah, Kieran Sharp is a great racer and he knows how to defend that position as well. Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Van der Hoeven there, you saw him touching the wall indeed, spinning that car around. And yes, now a P9 in his class. So that's not good for the championship because he was leading with 1 point.
Well, you were talking about Van der Hoven. He's going to have a very big comeback drive. I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up to the leaders, but so far he makes a move on Rudy van Sunderen. We also have a move.
John Higgins just crashed.
John Higgins has just crashed indeed. We're going to take a replay of that, but before, we're going to stick with Otto Graf. And Van der Hoven nearly going side by side. I don't think Van der Hoven is going to do a move, so we are going to proceed to take a look at what happens to John Higgins. Here we go. There you see him trying to do a little bit of bump drafting. Of course, the typical thing in ovals. He goes a little too hard to the left. The spin, nearly the wall. And he comes back onto the track very safely. That's what we're looking for. And that is the stellar thing to do. We go back with Otto Graf. He finds himself in a little bit of no man's land now. 5 tenths of a second between most of the drivers here. There you see Kieran Sharp. What has happened to Kieran Sharp? He's going very slow now. Is he damaged?
I don't know what happened, but he went there on the left side and just let 2 cars pass. So maybe a fueling issue or something, or a hardware issue. Looks like that. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. For now, the car doesn't look bad. It's accelerating pretty well, so we do not understand what happened there. Hopefully, we'll get an explanation a little bit more into the future. Once this race is over with, let's move now with Marnix Zevedo's catch in. Andrew Pike, but he's being caught by Otto Graf. This is going to be an intense fight, and Mr. Van der Hoven.
I'm just looking because Bradley Burgett went into the pit lane, is now dead last there. To be honest, I don't know what happened to him as well. I don't see any crashes or contact in the timing screens that we have. So I think he had maybe a fueling issue himself. So sometimes you see it that people have the qualification fuel on and forgot to load the race setup. And then, yeah, you are driving and 3-4 laps later, it's done.
Completely agree with you. And that might have been the case because, as we said, we don't have any registries of a crash. You can see McGregor setting the fastest lap time for the Mazdas, a 32.523. He's a full second ahead of Thijs van der Hoorn. There you see the Graf taking the cones away. He's mad at them. You damn right, boys. Show them how they go. There you see the lap time comparison between Autograph and the man behind him, Jon Bada Oleland. Oh, yes, you can see clearly. Right now he's not focused on behind, he's focused on the front because he's catching the Varnex a bit rapidly. There you see the battle for second. It's very tight amongst all of these drivers. And now we're going to move with Gregory van der Hoeven again on the hunt this time around. From Joey Stifford, the slipstream is going to be there, and I don't think this is going to be too much of a struggle for van der Hoeven. Maurice, take it away. Do you think he's going to make the move?
Yeah, I think he will make that move. He's in the slipstream now, trying to get the best out of it. He drives to the inside line there. Now he needs to get it a little bit later on the brakes, but still be careful as his mirror is just hanging around there. He's cutting the corner a little bit and needs to give that position back, in my opinion. And yeah, he does that, I think, as well. So yeah, that's great to see as he stays up top there. Yeah, that could be maybe that mirror because he didn't see where the car was. I don't know for sure.
Yep, that could have been it. Of course, you know, American track's not very good for the braking markers for most of the cases, so it's hard to see when you're fighting with somebody. There you see how close these two are getting, and now, of course, look at that TCR. That is Bradley Burgett.
It's great to see him back on track as well.
Yeah, I think it was the field indeed, but he's now a full lap behind. So he's going to have to do a hell of a drive to catch. And he's going to need a lot of luck to maybe get a position or two. But we will see how that goes. Let's move quickly with Burek and the allophone. You can see side by side, and look at that lovely man on the picture. Who is that?
Vladimir Cerveza Samigas Burek.
Oh man, that's gonna be the new nickname for sure. We need to move now. Look at this, the three-man bout. It is Autograph. Behind him, Kieran Sharp, and behind Sharp, it is Bjorn van der Overland. And the three are catching Marnix a bit. We're gonna have ourselves a four-man bout very, very soon. Oh, look at that shot, man. Oh, I have goosebumps. Beautiful camera work. And here we go now up the hill, entering the second sector. Of course, these DCRs, they look like tanks, you know, because you can bang and bang and bang the car. They're still gonna go. They are made for close, hard racing, and that is lovely to see. And look at that. Kieran Sharp says, hello, I'm gonna dive on the inside. And look at Bjorn van der Overland, who has a lot of slips, and he might be able to do it as well. Sorry. Autograph now in a little bit of a precarious situation of three. Wow, I cannot believe my eyes. This is a little too forced. At the end, the three of them are going to stay alive, which, to be honest, is a miracle. Thank God they didn't commit fully to that maneuver, because that could have ended terribly wrong. Maurice, great fight from the three of them.
Yeah, great fight, and yeah, eventually lucky that nobody spent his car around or got crashed into the wall, because yeah, sometimes here one mistake could be disastrous. As you see, the wall is close to you when you come over that start-finish line. Yeah, great battles indeed. The only thing I don't understand is what happened to Kieran Sharp. If somebody in chat is an insider and has some information, please let us know, because he dropped some positions and now he's on the way taking those positions back again. Maybe he loved the challenge, I don't know.
Well, could be. There's now Burek. He's going to try to go on the inside of the allophone. Fon doesn't have a way to defend it, but maybe the exit will bring his position back. And it looks like so, because he nailed that double chicane. Now we approach the last two corners, the last chicane of the track. It also looked from the stream like he spun and he's recovering, but we don't have any like that. But we do have an incident. We'll take a look at it quickly. Before that, Burek and Fon. Oh! Fon going for a little bit of an adventure on the inside. Burek, I think he didn't expect Fon to make a move. And unfortunately, that's a big crash. Fon now out of the way. Let's take a replay of what happened to William Swinderen, because we have a crash here. You can see we're about to go. Oh, overshoot it. Absolutely overshot it. The spin. Big mistake. He's going to try to do The 180, unfortunately, not going to work the way he wanted to. So very unlucky to see. And my friend, another incident. Morten Pillman Jensen also having an issue. Here we go. Oh, there was a little bit of contact, the smoke. And that, my friends, is a blown engine. You could hear the... What does that mean, Maurice Vandenhoff?
Yeah, that he revved it too much, maybe shifted back too early, let that car too high in the gears. And yeah, if you over-rev that Mazda, it will blow your engine out of your... And yeah, that was happened to Morten Pillman Jensen, unfortunately. In the meantime, I have to say, I'm watching Gregory van der Hoeven. I'm kind of a fan of him. P9 it was after that crash. Currently back to P4, so he's making his way up, but still he has a lot to gain.
Well, there you see Burek now forcing the 2 wide. Will they commit once more? What is the future going to be for these two drivers? There you see Van der Hoeven jumping the curb a little too much, and now it might be the time for Sportive Burek to make it happen. Here we go. Through turn 1 now. Burek on the inside. He makes it through. Look at that. Look at the windshield. One of the side pods, you can see it's completely floppy. And there you go. Burek commits to the move, but Van der Hoeven is not going to wait too long to make it back. That is for sure. And there you see Van der Hoeven reclaims the P4. Great fight here, Maurice. Let's check the chat a little bit. My engine's probably because the downshifted a half second too early. It looked like that. And Pillman Jensen, man, never give up, my friend. You know, sometimes it happens. You know, it's all a part of the process of learning and improving. And that's what we're here for. So, hey, keep it up, my brother. There you see Lawrence Fed and Andrew Pike really close to one another. Antoine Blankers is on another whole universe. Sorry. He's just flying away. You see the Alphon. You see the incident between himself and Sportive Burek. Let's go quickly with Burek now. In Stick 4. Stick 4 just jumped the corner. There you see some smoke coming from the car behind, which is Patrick van Amberpen. I think this case, it was a tire lockup. He has made it through. Joy Stifford. Maurice, what a great race so far. 13 minutes in.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, Antoine Blanco's taking that lead there. Lone Sweat now in second. A 4.7 second gap already. CTCR. Jesus Christ. Patrick, was it Patrick? No. I don't see the numbers here, but it's so strange. I see a livery of oh indeed, it is Patrick van Amberpen. I'm used to the orange livery, but yeah, of course he's now a Road to Legends guy, and he has the DSRT livery. So that's what's confusing me here. But it was Patrick van Amberpen very close with the TCR, as now indeed Mr. Kieran Sharp is putting his way through, and I think he will win some positions as well. He's in the battle with Marnix DeWitt with MX-5 between them, and this could be very interesting.
Well, look at this. As you can see, it's going to be now Andrew Pike ahead. The traffic helping the British man, and we have bad news for the Russell kid. We'll take a look at it in just a few seconds. You can see Lawrence was trying to commit to an inside move. It's not going to work out for now. Let's take a quick replay as we're going to get really close. There you see the man who was leading the Mazdas, Robert McGregor, unfortunately crashing into the wall. And now he's down into P4. That is a massive crash. And that is a lot of damage. Let's go back with these two side by side. There you see now Pike. Oh my God, that maneuver to try to defend it. Now he gets pushed off. There you see Kieran Sharp back into P3. Big contact between himself and Marnix DeWitt. Oh my Lord. Things are really getting heated up here at the top of the pack for the TCRs. Woo! That is getting really intense. That was absolutely nuts. And there you see Sharp now back into P5 after that tap with Marnix DeWitt. That scary moment. That was close indeed.
Yeah, the battle here for P2 is heating up indeed. Door banging, pushing off tracks and everything. Everybody is pushing their car beneath it, between it and above it. Yeah, indeed, great racing to see. But yeah, sometimes people don't like that. But yeah, still, TCR is a little bit of door banging, in my opinion. I hope you like that as well.
Well, my friends, you wanted to see the Thijs van der Hoorn overtake maneuver. Let me give it to you. Let's go with it. Let's see if I can find it. Looks like I can't. But we have another crash. Van der Hoorn again.
No.
Oh, yeah, that car.
Oh, look at that car. Something happened, a flat tire or something.
Yeah, looks way worse than you can see. It's completely bent to the left side of the car. Wow. Wow, that did not look good at all.
I think maybe if they hit the curbs too hard, it could happen that the suspension or maybe a tire blows. I think that's something that iRacing had now. And yeah, as you can see, they take the curbs really hard. So it could be that it's something with that. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, you can see that they're not having lots of patience. And, you know, that's what happens. I think I have a Van der Hoorn's overtake maneuver. You can see not too much of a struggle. He just makes it through with McGregor on the wall. And here we go back with the vid in autograph. Boris, take it away. Who's going to take this position?
Yeah, really difficult as the MX-5 there is on the outside. And wanted to be in the inside. Oh, contact between the 525 car then from Onyx and the MX-5.
Oh!
No, he comes back and he hits Ott de Graaf, spins the car around, and Marnix will go through there. So that wasn't, really great, to be honest. Jesus Christ, can we maybe have a replay of that one from a side or above? Because, jeez, that was scary as hell between the MX-5, Marnix, and Ott de Graaf.
I am going to try to get you a replay indeed. For now, it's not popping up, so please bear with me.
Oh, no
for
problem.
a second. Jesus Christ. That was absolutely nuts. The moment we get them, we're going to show you all. That was absolute insanity, let me tell you that. There you see Bjorn van der Hovel now into P3. Very, very good job indeed. And here we go, because now he's being pushed by Kieran Sharp. This is going to be a good fight. Kieran Sharp, even we saw him slowing down massively, but he's back at the action. It was looking incredible. He's actually going to make a move on Bjorn van der Hovel. Very, very nice indeed. There ain't too much that Van der Hovel is going to be able to make to save this move from happening. He is already ahead. Van der Hovel is going to have to get a better exit. He looks to be getting it indeed. Now the slipstream, will it be enough? There you see some more masses. That is the Mazda of Gregory van der Hoven. Yeah, what an exciting race we are having right now. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and indeed, but Ott de Graaf spun the car around, is now second to last in who's driving, but because I think that some guys are backing out of this race because of damage and everything. Not even at the halfway mark, and still so many actions that we saw. The only one who's, I think, driving with the window down and the music on and elbow out is Anton Blankers.
I have to agree with you on that. There you see Thomas Verkes in the yellow form. My God, they bang doors on the oval part. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What in the blue hell was that? They banged doors once. There you see the yellow form now being taken out by Thomas Verkes. Oh my God.
And I think too much damage to go ahead, so you need to retire to the pit and maybe repair or just, I think he's done with it. That wasn't the best of moves that we saw. to be honest. But yeah, it could be netcode or something from his view, so we have to see replays from the driver's perspectives. They will battle it out afterwards, and we have stewards who will take a look at it anyway. So yeah, back to the racing then, as Antoine Blancos, yeah, he's still comfortably in the lead. Lower Suetan in the second place. Kieran Sharp fought his way back to P3 and now is closing that gap and trying to get Lowen Sweat for that second place.
Well, let me give you a little bit of information for now. It's Kieran Sharp, the fastest man on track. And you can see he just posted another purple lap for the entire session. He's now on the second gap to Lawrence David. Things getting closer and closer and closer. The time is ticking. We are now under halfway. Sharpie looking really, really good. Nice to know the 24 has meaning 2 instances in 3 laps. Taking out 3 cars. It is very unfortunate indeed. Of course, the stewards will be taking a look at that. We cannot judge since we don't have the replays from the drivers. Of course, you could connect those. Many each of this move quickly with John Higgins. You see now nearly stop outside with Morris David. He has the exit. He has a lot of speed. We all have bad races indeed, but hey, never give up. Keep learning, keep pushing, and that's what we're all for, right, Maurice?
Yeah, indeed. What can you ask else? I mean, this is a learning period for the Mazda MX-5 as it is sort of a rookie class. The TCRs are more pros, and even there you see some mistakes happening. But isn't that in pro racing that people make mistakes as well? So yeah, and as we said, it will be looked at by the stewards if it was investigated or not. So we will be fine.
Well, I need to go quickly with this man because my God, Kieran Sharp. This man has trained Charlotte a lot because good Lord, he's looking super strong and he is about to make a move on Lawrence David. There you have. He's not going to wait for it twice. There's Lawrence David letting the space by. Kieran Sharp right there. Very good to see. The pace is there, and what a recovery drive so far from Sharpie. Let's go now with Higgins and Marnix David. Let me tell you, nobody driving the Audi, huh? Come on, people.
Nobody.
Oy. Oy, 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 oy. That was very close indeed. Nobody with the Audi, ain't it?
No, nobody is in the Audi. We just have Hyundais and Hondas at this point, and yeah, I think they prefer this car. I don't know why. It doesn't matter, to be honest. But yeah, we still have some great battles, and maybe with Audi we had different battles. But yeah, this is one to look at as well as to be honest, John Higgins here is really in the slipstream. And yeah, when can he make a move, to be honest? And I want to see if Kieran Sharp can close that gap, as he now was 0.3 of a second slower, but he made that move, so that could be it. He was the fastest man on track. Could he make it?
There you see the side-by-side action between Stickboard and the man who has overtaken him. Zboromir Burek on P2. What a banger from the Croatian. And as you said, Sharpie looking really strong. He's getting approximately half a second per lap on Antoine Blancos. So if we calculate the laps remaining, we could say there are about 10, maybe 12. With 12 laps, he might be able to do it. Stick for again. Jumping the corner is going to have to slow it down. If not, he's going to get himself a big penalty. We're going to go back with Kieran Sharp. And again, this dude not looking behind, just in front. He's already 0.7 of a second ahead of Lawrence David in just one lap. You can see Sharpie putting purple after purple after purple, and he doesn't stop. Now he's going to lap another of the Mazda MX-5. What an amazing race we are having, but now things are taking a calmer turn on the second half.
Yeah, I think so as well. And yeah, if we had a driver of the day, I think my vote would go to Mr. Sharp here. Losing the positions in the beginning, maybe a spin or something. He was 7th or something, and suddenly he's in P2 again. What a pace this guy has.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. You could see the net go for a second. That's why Higgins dropped away. You could see a little tiny bit of a hit coming through. So he decided to just lift and let Marnix a bit by, and that was the right choice indeed. We have 5 drivers out of this race. For now, flankers leading from Sharpie, David van der Ovalen, David Higgins, David Jager, Graff, and Pike for the TTRs. And then we have Tasman the Horn leading from this one of Burek, Stickboard, Amber, McGregor, Sunderen, Kamstek, on the Hoven and Fawn. There's our drivers on the pit lane. There you see Mr. Marnix a bit now trying to pull away from Higgins. Not looking bad so far. There you see 2 cars. What a great shot. And there you see the dynamics. Of course, the tire physics really good here on the simulator. I think iRacing, as usual, being really good at what they do. And we need to thank the platform for what's happening. There you see now Higgins with a very good exit. He might be able to try something out. But we have bad news. What has happened? This morning at Burek. That was Kieran Sharp, if I'm not mistaken. And that is Lawrence DeWitt. Oh, whoa.
To be honest, nothing much that Lawrence DeWitt could do, because as Vladimir Burek lost the car over that curb, he would spin to the inside, but yeah, Marnix pushed him to the outside and then he spun again. So yeah, not good for Vladimir Burek. I don't hope that Mr. DeWitt has damage there, as he now is in front again.
Indeed, Burek dropping down to P6. Very unfortunate, because he was doing a great race to this point. But as you can see, one tiny mistake can cost you everything, especially on a track like this where the curves are so high, so dangerous, so bumpy. You gotta watch your back at every given time. For now, let's move now with Otto Graff, who's catching on Andy Jager. Let me tell you, that choice of livery from Andy Jager, you gotta tell him something, huh?
What should I tell him?
Look at this livery.
Oh, okay. I saw a DSRT car behind it.
I'm gonna throw up. What is this?
I don't know what it is, mate.
Brutus would be very happy. There you see now. Autograph going for an inside maneuver. That looked very clean. Now will it commit to it as we go through the double chicane? Indeed it does. Man, this is some creepy stuff from Andy Jager, huh?
Oh, I'll leave him be at this point. How is he doing in the race, to be honest? He is currently in P9. He says he's doing fine. Andrew Pike lost a few positions there, so I think he will be a little bit faster, and it will be hard to defend Mr. Pike. Oh, S2 Mazdas just collided again there. I think it's Swanamir again.
That was the Yellow John and Swanamir Burek colliding once, and the second time too. Fawn with a lap behind, committing to the inside maneuver when he had Burek in front of him. Very unfortunate indeed. Fawn now back into the pit lane. Fawn hasn't had the best of debuts. Got taken out by Thomas Verkes. We saw the incident. We don't know if it was Netco or not, but he was taken out. And of course now, things looking even tighter. Very unfortunate for this young Andrew Pike. Of course, Mr. Fishy boy. You know, big love to Andrew Pike, one of the old members of OTL. Remember that community?
I do.
What a lovely time we had. We had an amazing event on Halloween. And hey, maybe this Halloween we're going to have something special coming.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, the sad news was that OTL stopped, and oh Jesus Christ, as number 5 car John Higgins just went into the wall as well.
Look at that. It was Higgins and Pillman Jensen. Ay, Pillman Jensen on the inside. That was unfortunately uncalled for. I don't understand. Why would the slower class go for that inside line when he was already behind the TCR? We know the slower class must keep the racing line, but that looked like a little bit of an outbreak. Yeah, and he's just confirming that. Very unfortunate indeed. But that is a big issue for Mr. John Higgins Jr., who was having an amazing race as well, and that is going to be the end for him. We have 10 minutes remaining, no close fights, only Stickford and Robert McGregor, who's now back at P3. Very good race so far from him. As you can see, Van der Horn is just on another planet, so he's going to get this W. I'm not going to say secured, but he's very close to it. He only needs to keep it calm. There you see McGregor. Let's wrestle, kid. Let's wrestle. Here, will we see some wrestling, or will we see some big shots? There you see McGregor. The speed is carrying through. He goes on the inside. What a clean maneuver. Now, will he be able to stick it to Joannick Step 4? A little too hard on the curve, but he makes it through. What a move. McGregor, what an absolute beast.
Yeah, what a beast. What a power he has, not only in his arms, but he uses that steering wheel over the curves and just kept that car going with an exit speed. Yeah, Stickford was jealous of. Really clean maneuver there from him. And yeah, he's also doing a great job. Back to P2.
And look at this. We were talking about Kieran Sharp being able to catch. Unfortunately, it's not looking like so, because Antoine Blankers noticed that he was being slower. Now he has pushed on the pace. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. I nearly lost my breath there. That was very close between Sharp and the Mazda. Whew. That was very scary indeed. But for now, things look settled with 8 minutes to go. Blankers and Thijs van der Horn look to set themselves as leaders of their respective classes. Everything looking really good for both of them.
Yeah, some gaps created, and Kieran Sharp there. Yeah, he was losing a bit of time, but he made up a second. And now he's sticking on that 7-second gap, maybe because, yeah, only 8 minutes ago, and he thinks that P2 will be fine, so just do my laps and not push too hard. Lawrence Witt then, yeah, currently in a P3 position, and yeah, look at that. Bjorn van der Ouweland currently in a P4 position. Left the door a little bit open for I thought it was Kieran Sharp in the beginning. And yeah, points are points, and I think that he makes the best of it today.
I completely agree with that. Bjorn van der Ouweland taking things safely. He doesn't want to risk anything that you see now Van der Hoven. And Sebastian Kamstech trading positions. Van der Hoven making it through, even though with everything Van der Hoven has gone through. We've seen 3 crashes from his side. He is still on track. Now back into P7. Of course, he's going to lose massively to Mr. Thijs van der Horn. But hey, what a great effort. And man, this man is real fast.
Yeah, as at the beginning, what I said, it is a fast guy. McGregor is a fast guy as well. The only thing with McGregor, what I saw was he can put 0.6 of a second up in the qualification, but you need to be a racer as well, and not a hot lapper. We say that a lot. At this point, he's proving me wrong, because he's back from the back of the field now in P2. But in the beginning of the race, sometimes he makes those little mistakes and just losing positions. If he gets that out of the way, I think that guy will be unbeatable.
Well, does it smell like maybe a try on Road to Legends, Mr. Vanderhoop?
Yeah, you don't know, because some people have teams and some people don't. Anton Blankers has a team, the Choo Choo, sponsored by the NS of the Netherlands. Lovely livery as well. So yeah, you don't know if people have teams or not. And some have communities, and some do just do it for fun. They don't want to be in a team. So it's all the choice of the drivers as well, because not everybody has a team set up in his name. Some are privateers, but they race for a team.
Just like me, right?
Yeah. First your wheel, mate.
Sorry?
First the wheel.
There's the wheel, then the tag. There you see Higgins now making it through some of the Mazdas. But he's going to hold that P10 because he's 3 laps behind from Andy Jager, who holds P9. So this is just driving it till the end. Maurice just 5 minutes to go. everything settled, everything ready to close off. Let's go on board with Antoine Blankers. Let's enjoy ourselves a full lap with him. He right now finds himself into the third sector. We're approaching the double chicane, if I am not mistaken. Indeed, I'm not. There we go. You can see the comparison on lap times. Blankers now being faster than Kiri and Sharp, so it's not going to be too much of a fight in there. And Blankers keeping the distance with the cars in front of them, so everything looking great for the man who has led every single lap but the first one. The UC Blankers now taking it safely, and let's go for a full lap with Mr. Antoine Blankers, because he deserves it. And you know what Carol is saying is completely true. Kieran Sharp, what a recovery drive. We didn't understand what happened, why he lifted and why he lost so many positions, but nonetheless, he has given us a hell of a show. And you know, from dropping back further down to P8, he has brought it back to P2. Same thing goes for Robert McGregor, who has also done the exact same thing. You were talking about him and not being able to deliver on races, at least on the first one. He wasn't able to do so. He has learned from it, and right now he's shown us he could easily be one of the top contenders for the championship. We still have some rounds left. There you see Blankers getting through traffic. Let's move now with Andrew Pike and the man in front of him, Otto Graf. Pike really showing some pace as well. Of course, Pike and Sharp teammates at how was the name of the team? Let me try to remember. The Sim Racing
DSRT.
Yeah, the Sim Racing.
The Sim Racing Collective.
There you go, Collective. Sorry, my English. What has happened to Tyson on the horn? Oh, the same mistake as Robert McGregor. Whoa! Be careful, because this could mean McGregor taking the lead. I cannot believe it. Van der Horn in the pit lane. He had the race on his hands, and now everything turns around. What a recovery drive. We still have 2 minutes and a half. But what a change of winds. And this is perfect for Robert McGregor. We saw the man indeed crashing in this exact corner. Both leaders crashing there. But it looks like Robert McGregor is the one who's going to stay ahead. Only 2 more laps to go. There's the Antoine Blankers just about to lap Mr. McGregor. I cannot believe my eyes that this has just happened. Van der Horn didn't have to go that hard. He had a 40-second lead, Maurice.
Yeah, and to be honest, as the co-commentator, sometimes I'm watching the race on another screen to see what's happening beside that the people are seeing. And I was thinking, wow, Thijs van der Horn, he is a DSRT driver, and I don't want to be biased or something, but also great drive because he didn't make mistakes. He had a 40-second lead. That was my next story to came up, and then this happened. So there goes my story. This mistake caused him to win, and now currently in the pit lane in P8. I think with 1.5 minutes to go, this is all for him. So P8 from P1 to P8. What a disaster for him, to be honest. Winning the last race, second in the championship, and now this.
Well, you know what this means, right? This is absolutely perfect. A little bit of netco there between Andrew Pike and Autograph. Pike makes it through. And you know what this means for the Master Championship. Gregory van der Hoven is going to be able to stay ahead of Van der Horn. We'll see if the lead changes. But what a turn of events, and ladies and gentlemen, we only have 43 seconds remaining of this race. We're gonna have 1 more lap, I presume, and then the white flag will be thrown. What an absolute disaster for the Dutch driver who had it all. I cannot believe why was he overdriving the car. He had a 40-second lead, but unfortunately, not even that is going to save him. Here we go. Van der Horn now in P4.
I saw him P8 with in the pits,
Yeah.
but the toe and everything, I think the timing screen cannot take that. On my screen, yes, he's driving again. Yeah, he's driving again, so it should be P4.
Yeah, well, then he's gonna stay ahead.
But to remind you, he had a 40-second lead. So with the pit stop and everything, it could be. Still, he had a lot of lead to the P3 and P4 at that point. So yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
fast repair. I don't know if we have fast repair, to be honest.
Yeah, and remember, we also had that, the toe is not too sure. Here we see on 12 blankers, do we have the white flag on track? I am not completely certain. So I don't know if we're going to go for one more, but nonetheless, what a drive from Antoine Blankers. Absolutely spotless. As usual with this driver, he delivers at his most. And he's going to get a very well-deserved victory if he can survive for the remaining of this race. I am not completely certain, as I said, but I think we're going to have one more lap. Let's confirm. No, this is going to be the end. The checkered flag is out. And ladies and gentlemen, Antoine Blankers is going to be your race winner for the TCR category. Let's go now with the leader of the Mazdas. It is Robert McGregor. Through the good, the bad, and the ugly, he has fought and prevailed. And what a recovery drive. He's going to bring it back to the lead and take a race win. He must be absolutely stunned by what has happened tonight here at Charlotte. You see Kieran Sharp taking the P2. A very well done effort from the TCR of Kieran Sharp. David finishing in P3. And for the Mazda, stick forward with an amazing P2. We haven't talked about him. That is a hell of a result for Mr. Joetic Stepper. Let's look at Patrick van Amberburn, who's going to get his first podium. Van der Horn on P4. Van der Heaven on P5. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be it for us tonight. Maurice, thank you very much for accompanying me once more.
Yeah, thank you very much for doing the commentating, camera work and everything, and having me as a co-commentator. And everybody in chat, thank you very much for watching the stream as well. Yeah, and like I said last week, I love this league and I cannot wait for round 4 of this championship. Yeah, what a race, and congratulations to the podiums. Antoine Blankers, Kieran Sharp, Lawrence de Witt. We have McGregor, Stickford, and Patrick van Antwerpen, freshly new in the DSRT rookie squad. So congratulations to them all. Yeah, and hopefully see you next week.
Oh, indeed, we'll see you next week. But don't forget, we have Racing to the Weekend this Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure, and we will see you next time around. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.